She was able to reach the door on the west side of the hallway. She was shot, and she died of her wounds. The defendant then entered the teacher's lounge, which is on 1240, which was the north side of the hallway. And he fired 5 rounds outside the west window. The window overlooks a courtyard and the parking lot. He then turned and fired out of a south window that looks over a courtyard. He fired 10 shots in total. He then ran out of 1240 and went into the west stairwell, took off his vest that still contained 5 firearm magazines. He laid his gun down, and he ran out of down the stairs and out of the 1200 building on the west side, and he left the 1200 building at 2:27:55 p.m. He then ran and blended in with students who were evacuating the campus due to the fire alarm. As he walked away into a residential neighborhood, he was arrested at 3:49 p.m., approximately 3 miles away from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. There are the facts, Your Honor, that we would like on the record. It's a factual basis for the plea.
Okay. Based upon the stipulation as well as the factual basis presented by the state, I do find there's a factual basis for the plea. And based upon the defendant's guilty plea, I am going to adjudicate him guilty of counts 1 through 34 of the indictment. Also, a matter that was not was placed on the record but not in the defendant's presence, is that I did adjudicate the defendant guilty of all 4 counts of the information in case this was done on Friday. In case number 18-14129, I did on Friday, which was the October 15th, I adjudicated defendant guilty of count 1, attempted aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, count 2, battery on a law enforcement officer, count 3, depriving an officer means of protection, and count 4 of the information. The defendant was adjudicated guilty. Now that he has been adjudicated guilty, I intend to set the homicide case for trial on the sentencing phase 2 trial. Before I go ahead and discuss that part, is there anything else that either side wishes to add to the record or present at this time?
I believe Mr. Cruz wanted to make a statement to the court and to the victims present in the courtroom.
Okay.
May I take off my mask?
Sure.
I am very sorry for what I did, and I have to live with it every day. And that if I were to get a second chance, I will do everything in my power to try to help others. And I am doing this for you, and I do not care if you do not believe me. And I love you, and I know you don't believe me, but I have to live with this every day. And it brings me nightmares, and I can't live with myself sometimes. But I try to push through because I know that's what you guys would want me to do. I hate drugs, and I believe this country would do better if everyone would stop smoking marijuana and doing all these drugs and causing racism and violence out in the streets. I'm sorry, and I can't even watch TV anymore. And I'm trying my best to maintain my composure, and I just want you to know I'm really sorry. And I hope you give me a chance to try to help others. If I believe it's your decision to decide where I go and whether I live or die. Not the jury's. I believe it's your decision. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Off from the state, Your Honor.
Judge, at this point, I don't think there's anything stopping the court from sentencing him on the 18-14129 case to 25 years concurrently, Judge.